Okay, so this is a quick demonstration of how to add problems to homework assignments or edit homework assignments. You can change the problems that are on there, add or remove them, change point values, things like that. Or you could do the same with an exam. One way that you can get to the edit screen of an assignment is to click edit over here on an assignment that is live inside your course, but obviously that's not ideal because these live assignments are visible to your students. So these are assignments already posted, students have already worked on. I don't really know what the effect would be of messing with that assignment after students have had access to it. So, so what I would like to do is go up to the assignments tab to my assignments, but the My Assignments page can actually be kind of a mess and really hard to figure out, to find the assignment that you want to edit. So you can page through, I think, 10 assignments at a time, and it's not really clear which ones are associated with which courses unless you have a tag on them, like the Math 108 that I have on these ones. Um, so what I would typically do if I wanted to look at an assignment kind of out in the future, I would go to reschedule assignments. And let's say that I was interested in looking at section 7.3, I would assign it as homework. I would make it scheduled, but I would change the available date instead of being, say, like 8/19, I would change it to some point in the future. Now, if I just leave it this way, WebAssign is not going to be happy, so I'll change it to, say, November 2nd so that the available date is before the due date, but after today's date. Hit save. And then typically what I'll do is I'll go in right away. You see there's one assignment in future now. Students can't access that assignment yet, so they can't get in there and do anything with it. I'll go right into future. I'll go to that assignment, hit edit. And then typically what I do, because I don't want this up there for that long, I don't want students to be confused. If it was up there for a little while, it's probably not a big deal. You could probably edit it in here, do what you need to do, save it, and you'd be fine. But typically what I'll do is I'll just click save. Now, what save does, we'll see when we go to the My Assignments tab. That'll pop it to the top of the My Assignments tab. My Assignments sorts by most recently saved. So now that I've saved it, I didn't change anything. I just saved it just to make it more easily findable in the Assignments tab. I'll come back to reschedule assignments and just take it off of the schedule. So I'll come down here to what was that 7.3 under future assignments, unschedule it. I'll just change the available date back to the date that it was supposed to be, hit save again. And I can see that it's no longer here. So typically I would do this, if I wanted to change something, edit a batch of assignments, I would set them all available to a future date, go into each one, edit, save, go back, do that for each one. It is a little bit of a tedious process, but you can see it only took, 30 seconds or something. So students aren't going to get confused over it. You're not going to forget that you've assigned it as a future assignment with maybe wonky dates or anything. But now if I go into assignments, my assignments, I can see that that section 7.3 is available. If I go into edit, then I can do things like edit the title, like I'll add that maybe Math 108 tag up here or something like that. Or I could come down and either delete problems using the trash can icon over here. I could change point values for problems. If I expand all, I could see what problems are available. Or if I go to question browser, that will pop up another window. Let me switch over to that window. If I jump over to question browser here, I see that I have my textbooks that I'm currently working with. I know this is section 7.3 from intermediate algebra, so I'll make sure to go to the right textbook. It can be a little confusing because some of them look the same, but intermediate algebra chapter 7. Then I'll come down here to section 7.3. I was recently in the micro view because I was building a test, so I knew what problem numbers I wanted, but typically will be in the full view. I'll update the listing. And I see that I can go down and maybe I like this problem, I can click it it will add it over here, or I can delete another problem off of here. If I want this problem to show up earlier, I can change it from problem 10 to say problem 5, and you see that 157 has now jumped up to problem 5. So I can make any edits that I want to make here. I click update assignment, and I need to switch my screen share back. That window automatically closes, and it moves the update over here. So you can see that that problem 5 has been added in. I can, change it to whatever points I want, make any changes that I want, and I can go down here and click save, and then it'll be saved. Or I could revert to last saved if I want to start over. So that's how I would go through and change any of the problems that are on here. It takes a couple of times to get used to it, but once you get used to it, it's a pretty seamless process, with the exception of that annoying little first step where getting access to the assignment in the My Assignments tab. You can see that these are all, I have a couple Math 080 exams here, a Math 108 exam. My next tab over, you see that I have final exams from last semester. If I go over another tab, I have some Math 108 assignments that I was working on. So there's all kinds of, these are all in kind of random order. Unfortunately, there's not an easy way to sort the My Assignments tab, say by section or by course or anything like that. So that's the kind of hack that I use. I go in, assign them to a future date, just go and edit, save, and that pops it right to the top of your My Assignments tab. And then you can go through and use the edit function, work on whatever you need to work, save them. And as long as you haven't created a new assignment, it's still associated with that course. So you can still see that same section 7.3 is associated here with the same section. So you could just go in and assign the updated assignment, and you'd be good to go. So yeah, that is how to add, remove, change points on problems on homework assignment. And it works very similarly for an exam as well. You can do basically the same exam and it works just fine.